घट्य योग कलया हृदयाब्ज कोशं धन्यश्चिरादपि यथारुचि गृह्यमाणः यः प्रस्फुरत्यविरतं परिपूर्ण रूपः श्रेयस्समे दिशतु शाश्वतिकं मुकुन्दः अमरीकबरीभार भ्रमरी मुखरीकृतं दूरीकरोतु दुरितं गौरी चरणपङ्कजं परस्पर तपस्सम्पत्फलायित परस्परौ प्रपञ्च मातापितरौ प्राञ्चौ जायापति स्तुमः. We just have 2 or 3 alankaras left in the Anubandha. These have been asked in the question paper, and that's why we'll just look at it. Yathasankhya. Yathasankhya is very similar to the Sutram Yathasankhya Manudesha Samanam. So if you have 3 words which are given, or 3 letters that are given followed by 3 some karyam, and then it has to be 1:1, 2:2, and 3:3. Tatha atraiva. It's very similar to that. So yathasankyam kramena iva kramikanam samanvayah. Kramikanam kramena patitanam kramika krame bhavaha kramikaha. So kramena patitanam padarthanam, the words which are read in order, tenaiva kramena samanvayah. So there is 2 lists of words, and in the same order in which the first list has been read, the second list anvaya has to go in the same order. That is called yatha sankyam. As it is enumerated, it has to be. So yatha sankyam anatikramya, without crossing that order. No? So yatha sankyam kramena iva kramikanam samanvayaha. Shatrum mitram vipattincha jayaranjaya bhanjaya. This is the example. Shatrum mitram vipattin. All 3 are in karmapadam. So shatru and ripu, enemy, mitram, suhridam, a friend, and vipattin, apadam, some danger. What do you have to do with them? The anvaya comes in the form of another list of kriya that is given here: jaya, ranjaya, and bhanjaya. So you take it as shatrum, jaya, mitram, ranjaya, and vipattim, bhanjaya. So this is the way you connect those words. So Jaya, Jaya, you conquer. Whom do you have to conquer? You conquer a Shatru. And then Ranjaya, Prasadaya, you please a friend. Mitram Ranjaya. Bhanjaya, Nashaya. So you will have to destroy any calamity that occurs. Apat. Iti udaharanam. Prathama patitanam. The first, the list where you have read it in a particular order, which is Shatru, Mitru, Vipatti, Padarthanam. The words enemy, friend, and danger have to connect with the second list. Dvitiya Pathitaihi, Jaya Ranjaya Bhanjaya iti Kriyapadaihi Saha, Kramena Anvayaha. You have to connect in the same order. तथाहि शत्रुंजय मित्रं रंजय विपत्तिंच भंजय इत्यन्वयेन लक्षण समन्वयः. केचित्तु अमुं क्रमालंकारः इत्याहुः. Some people give it a very simple name, krama, order, that's all. Yathasankyam goes with the Vyakarana name, so it's much easier to remember if we know Vyakarana. Okay. So it's a very simple alankara and very simple to recognize also in kavyam. The next one is Paryaya alankara. Adhara Paryayaha. Paryayaha always means exchange or movement from one place to another. That is called Paryaya. So there can be Adhara Paryaya or Adheya Paryaya. This is of 2 types. What is the Adhara Paryaya? Paryayaha yadi paryayena ekasya aneka samshrayah. There is one object. That is the adheya, that has to have a substratum. That adhara, there are 4 different adharas, let's say. So I have a pencil. First I place it on the table, then I place it on a book, then I place it on my hand, then I place it in the shelf. So there is just one object wherein that object, the adharam, the substratum, the support of that object keeps changing one after the other. So the pencil goes from my hand to the book, to the table, to the shelf. Right? Etadrisha varnana yatra bhavati yasmin kavye vartate tatra tu adhara paryayaha iti asti. So the same, if adhara is the same, but the adheya, what you attach to the adhara, keeps changing. Pustake eva Modella, I keep a lekhani, then I keep my coffee cup, then I keep a pencil. So, which means the adheya keeps changing, but the adhara is the same. So, this is the concept we are going to bring into kavyam here. Yadi paryayena ekasya arthasya ekasya padarthasya, one object, paryayena kramena. So he takes paryaya as krama, not vinimaya is exchange. Adu vandu parivrittir alankara is exchange. Sorry. So paryaya is actually kramam. Paryayena kramena anekeshu adhareshu samshrayaha ashrayaha, when it goes and takes refuge in many adhara, many supports, many substratum. That is called paryaya alankara. The example given here is Padmam Muktva Gata Chandram Kamini Vadana Prabha. Kamini Vadana Prabha. The lady Naika's Vadana Prabha, the luster of her face, seems to have left the Padmam and gone to the Chandram. Padmam Muktva, having let go of the lotus, Chandram Gata. The luster of the lady's face has gone to the moon now. So what it means, it was first present in the lotus. So we could compare the lady's luster to the lotus's luster. But then suddenly it seems that the moon has risen. So it had the luster of the lady, the beauty of the lady seems to have left the Padmam and it has gone to the moon here. Okay. So Kaminyaha, Naikayaha, Vadana Prabha, Mukha Kantihi, Padmam Muktva, Pankajam Tyaktva, Chandram Gata, iti udaharanam. This is the example. So Padmam Muktva, having let go of the lotus, Pankajam Tyaktva, Chandram Gata. Atra Dine Mukhakantihi. See the way he explains it. How can it leave the lotus and then go to Chandra? The moon rises in the evening. Till then the lotus was glooming. When the moon rises, the lotus completely closes itself. And so when the moon rises, I need another object to compare the lady's face. So immediately he says, this beauty has gone there. So atra dine mukha kantihi padmena sadrisha. During the day, the luster or the beauty of the face is equal to the lotus. Padmena sadrisha. Ratrautu Padma Sankochat, because the lotus is completely closed and I don't see the beauty of the lotus here. Tam tyaktva, Padmam tyaktva, Chandra Sadrisha iti ekasya mukha kantehe kramena. So Chandra Sadrisha, it has dropped its comparison with the lotus and now it has gone to the moon. It is equal to the moon here. So ekasya iva mukha kantehe, the same mukha kanti, it had Padma as the Adharam first. Purvam Padmameva tasya Adharatvena asit. Tadanantaram Ratrautu Padma Sankochat Tatyaktva Anyaha Adharaha Tatra Anvishyate. Kasaha Adharaha. That is your moon here. So Padma Chandra Rupa Aneka Adhareshu. More than one is Anekam. Na ekam, that's all. So, aneka adhareshu ashrita iti varnanat lakshana samanvayaha. Is that clear? So, yadyapi padma samshrayanam kanthataha noktam. Even though it has not been exactly said that Kamini Vadana Prabha Pratamam Padmam Gata Tadanantaram Padmam Muktva, that sort of a description. The first step is not at all explained here. So Padma Samshrayanam Kanthataha Noktam. It has not been explicitly said that the Kanti has come to the lotus. Tathapi Padmam Muktva iti uktatvat. Parityagaha tu katham bhavet. Swikaranam purvam yatra vartate tatraiva parityagaha bhavet. Tasmadatra tat parityaga uktya prak tat samshrayaha akshipyate. So we come to understand that the prabha, the lady's face, the luster of the face, the beauty of the face must have existed in the lotus for it to have left the lotus and gone to the moon. Is that clear? So that is akshipyate. It is being suggested here. And akshepa is just we understand it. Don't bring it into dhvani and all that. Yeah. So this is adhara paryaya. The next one is adheya paryaya. Adheya is where the substratum remains the constant, whereas the object changes. Yasmin ekasmin yadi anekam va paryayah sopi sammatah. Ekasminneva adhare yadi anekam anekesham adheyanam vrittihi varnitam. If the presence of many adheya, many objects that have to need a support, if that sort of a description is present, that is also another variety of paryaya alankara. The example here is adhuna pulinam tatra yatra srotah pura ajani. Yatra yasmin pradeshe pura. Before, wherever there was a stream, now there is only sand. So in the same place, you find that there was pravaham before, but then that completely the nadi has completely dried up, and today there is only sandy region there. If you see Grand Canyon, those are all how the river has gone through those places before, and it keeps changing courses so much and erodes the whole place. So wherever there was water, today there is just land. It has changed its course. That's how rivers work. So yatra pura srotaha pravahaha ajani abhut ajani janyate iti. I think ajani is lung lakaraha. Ajanishta would be karmani, kartari, this is karmani prayoga. Tatra adhuna pulinam saikatam iti udaharanam. So wherever there was a pravaham, water, there we find only sand. Ekatraiva pradeshe srotah pulinayoho kramena varnanat lakshana samandayah. So adheya, the srotas pravaha needs a source, the substratum, which is bhumi pradesha. So that bhumi pradesha is constant, and the same pradesha you have two different adheyas coming in. Clear? So there is another aparam udaharanam here. Pura abhut asmakam prathamam avibhinna tanuriyam. This is a very nice shloka. Tatonutvam preyan vayamapi hatasha priyatamaha idanim nathastvam vayamapi kalatram kim aparam hatanam prananam kulisha kathinanam phalamidam. A Nayika is talking to the Nayaka, the lady. She says, we started off as very, very deep lovers. And then slowly it became something like an affectionate, constancy that is there in my life. Then I became your wife. You became the husband. So this is how life is, So it's the same two people. But then the relationship of adheya keeps changing here. Pura asmakam prathamam avibhinna tanuhu iyam asit. We were so much in love that, and we were always constantly together, that our body was never separate. Avibhinna. We were always together like that. Apde nagayum chadayumambo. Tamil solrache, just as how the nail and the flesh is, tatha, we were always sticking together. Prema asit iti. Tataha, after that, slowly, it will cool down, right? The initial passion will cool down, and then Tamil or expression undu. Moham 30 naal, aasha 60 naal. Moham 30 naal. Moham angaradu passion. It stays only for 30 days. And then aasai, you have that preyasi bhava. That priya bhava stays for 60 days. This is what we say. So that typically adeda he explains here. So initially we were so much in love that it was as if our bodies could not be separated at all. Avibhinna asit. Tataha tvam preyan vayamapi hatashaha priyatamaha. You were termed as preyan. You were dear to me, and I was also, okay, fine, hatashaha. In the sense, we were also such dear people to you. Royal wheel சொல்றா. நாங்களும் தான் உனக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப பிரியமா இருந்தோம் அப்படின்னு. In a dejected manner, in a way, she also realizes that this is how life is. So there is some separation. There is still affection is present there. Next, it becomes a responsibility. Nathaha. Idanim, now, tvam nathaha. You are a husband. And vayamapi kalatram. Kim aparam. What else to say? Hatanam prananam kulisha kathinanam phalam idam. This is the result of prana. This is the result of life, which is hard, like kulisha. Kulisha is lightning. It is as tikshnam as that vajrayudham. Kulisham angarthu vajrayudham. So this is the result of pranan, which is that's the journey of life that we take on, which is very hard, like the vajrayudham. So atra dampatyoho, the same two people, prathamam abhedaha asit, prema gadham prema asit tasmat tatra abhedaha. Tataha, after that, preyasi priyatama bhavaha, affection. Tataha bharya pati bhavaha. So the gunam, which is the adheya, and the adhara is the dampati. So the guna keeps changing. Abhedaha, priyatama bhavaha, and then bharya pati bhavaha. Okay, so adheya paryaya. The last alankara here is Samucchaya alankara. Bahunam yugapat bhava bhajam gumphas samucchayaha. Yugapat bhava. There is actually a krama, but then all of those actions are described in such a manner that it occurs at the same time. Iti. So bahunam yugapat bhavaha, yugapat bhavanam sthitihi, as if it occurs at the same time. Tad bhajam bahunam anekesham gumphaha nibandaha samucchaya alankaraha. You try to put together many actions or many things as if it is occurring at the same time. Okay, that is called samucchaya alankara. So the example here is nashyanti paschat pashyanti bhrashyanti cha tavadvishaha. Hey Rajan, tava shatravaha dvishaha, your enemies, nashyanti, they get destroyed. Paschat pashyanti yuddhat palayante va. Paschat pashyanti, oh, paschat pashyanti na tirumbi pakra. They look behind and run. Bhrashyanti rajya brashtaha. Actually, it is the reverse here. There are three actions wherein rajya bhramshaha, or first yuddham. Okay, they get destroyed in the yuddham. Not reversal, correct. They get defeated in the yuddham, and then they turn back and see behind. In the sense, they will be looking at where to run off. So yuddhat palayante. Then, because they have run off, their rajyam has gone here. They have lost their kingdom. So rajya bhrashtaha bhavanti. They also are banished from the kingdom because they have run away from the battle. Iti nasha dhavana bramshanam. These three happen one after the other. Kramena jatanam tu. It is actually they are putting it together with the chakara. Tavadvishaha nashyanti paschat pashyanti bhrashyanti cha. Oh, it is as if all of these things are happening at the same time. Yugapat bhavanam varnitam. Nasha, destruction, dhavana, running, and bhramsha, banishment. All of these things are described as happening at the same time. Okay, is that clear? Doubts illiye. So actually, if you look at the question paper, I just took out one question paper to show you that this alankara is only for 16 marks. You have lakshana udaharanam, where you give the lakshana and udaharanam. It is for 8 marks, so each one will carry 4 marks. So you can, if there are many varieties, you can limit yourself to just giving the aparam udaharanam is not at all expected. Only the main udaharanam is needed, that is the Chandraloka udaharanam, or whatever Appayya Dikshita has first given along with the lakshana. So you do the lakshana samanvayam, explain the udaharanam, all of it in Sanskritam. There is no choice here because you are in Samartha. So if there are varieties, name the varieties, and if possible, give those also. Usually they will not give you some huge upama alankara tatha. It's very rare. If they do, then you don't need to do luktopama all varieties. You can just mention that these are the 8 varieties and let go. Okay. Next one is dvau lakshanabhyam sangamayata. There are 4. Again, there is a choice here. You only take up this particular line, explain that, identify the variety. Like for example, Hamsiva Krishnate Kirtihi Swargangam Avagahate. That is Upama Alankara. It is Purna Upama. Explain what is Upamanam, Upameya, Sadharana Dharma, and Upama Vachaka Shabda. Give the Lakshanam if you remember the Lakshanam, or give an explanation in Sanskritam. Okay, at least the first one you should remember. Upama yatra sadrisha lakshmihi ullasati dvayoho hamsiva krishnate kirtihi sarganga mavasa. At least for Upama, like that, certain things you should remember. Kvayam Shirisha Mridwangi Kvatavan Madanajwaraha. You need to just mention it as Bishama. And if you don't remember the Lakshanam in the Shloka format, you can say Ananarupayoho Ghatana Atra Vartate iti Karanat Bishama. Then you explain what is the Udaharanam to Kuvalayanande Evam Dattam Alladu Chandraloke Evam Dattam, because the text says Chandraloka here. So you can say Chandraloke Idameva Udaharanam Diyate. You can do Padacheda Anvaya if you have time. Don't do too much because you will miss out on this section here, the Sarla Vyakaranam section, which requires more thinking and writing. Okay, so this is all you need for Kuvalayananda.
So when he says Sangamayata, he means
Lakshana Samanvayam.
What does he mean precisely?
Lakshana Samanvayam. So Dvau Lakshanabhyam Sangamayata. You take the Lakshana and try to fit in this and say. I didn't hear you.
Okay, so I mean, so it is the. I was just trying to understand the meaning of that particular word, and so Gama to understand, to make us understand. What does he mean?
No, Oti Vekyanonu Artha. Sangaha Madri Sangamayati na try to fit this with that. Lakshana Samanvayaha ityartha. That's all.
Oh,
like
okay,
take it together.
Okay. Try to match it to the correct.
Match it to the correct Lakshana. Yes, with the Lakshana, match these.
Got it.
Matching.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, got it.
In the next question, when they ask that Sarvadhatuka, Ardhadhatuka, it is not in Dhatu Manjari or anything, right? So we just write it from other places. What we
yes. If you know, you can definitely write from other places. Not at all a problem. Sarvadhatuka, Ardhadhatuka would have just been mentioned in one line there. That's all. Dhatu Manjari, Dhatu Chandrika ityasti. I don't think we have.
But that is not available, right? Yeah.
It's not available. It's not available. So you can take it from somewhere else also. Have they asked that?
Yeah.
They've asked Sarvadhatukam Ardhadhatukam cha Sodaharanam Vishadayata. Sarvadhatukanam Kati Lakaraha Santi Te Cheke. Sarvadhatukanam Lakaranam Rupani Samagram Likhata.
Super. So I think there is I'll send a website which you can probably look at and then write it. Yeah. Okay. We'll look at that. Okay.
Just this one I remember.
Okay. Anugangam is Gangayaha Samipe Anugangam. Paschat or Samiparthe Anu iti. So you can look at the Samasa section of Sarala Vyakaranam would have all of these things.
This will be in Avyayi Bhava, right?
Avyayi Bhava Samasathla irukum.
And even the Samasa in the Kaushalavardhanam course, Soumya Bhagini put one nice slide. All the words, what all means. So that is very useful. Soumya Bhagini's slide, one slide is there in
see if you can get a screenshot and share it in the group so you can do it.
Yeah, I will do it.
See, Gangayaha Pare Gangam idella irukku. So somewhere here you need to look at Abhi Bhava.
I couldn't find that Anu Gangam especially, and I did like a search in that website and I found Gangayaha Anu in some sutra. It was mentioned. So.
Don't see Gangayaha
dictionary also.
Okay, Gangayaha Anu is the Alaukika Vigraha. You have a Laukika Vigraham and an Alaukika Vigraha. You know that, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
know that.
Laukika Vigraha Vakyam is the way we write here. Vishnoho Paschat. You see this anywhere where you see this Anu, see which one will fit. You have Anu Jyeshtam also. Anu Vishnu also is there. The rest do not have Anu. Anu Rupam is there.
Right after Anu Vishnu.
Sorry. Okay. Tulyam. Okay. So this is also there, right? So you'll have to see where it fits, which meaning will fit what. So I would take it as either Anugangam would be Ganga Anurupam. So Tulyam. Gangayaha Tulyam. When you have a Vigraha Vakyam like this, Gangayaha Tulyam, Tulyarthe Anu Ityupajijjate, that becomes the Alaukika Vigraha. That is not what you use in regular language. Laukika arthe, laukika vishaye na upayujyate. It is only used in Vyakarna. And then you have to say Ganga Su Anu. Then Upasarjanam Purvam. Yeah. That Anu becomes the Avyaya which you put earlier because of the Sutrama Upasarjanam Purvam, and then it becomes the correct only, no?
Class 49, Maudya. That Kaushalavardhanam, that one. Class 49 is Avyay Bhava Samasa. In that, Soumya Bhagini has given a neat slide.
Best is hers. You just go through. Any other words that are missing?
Kripaluhu.
Kripaluhu asti.
Dayaluhu was there. Dayate iti dayaluhu. But
Dayate iti dayaluhu. It should be in Tadvita. No, Kripam
Lati. Kripam Lati. That's what I found. Is it correct?
Yeah. So instead of that, I think you need to look at where is Dayalu. It is in Tadvita.
Yeah.
What I need to get my. So you need to look at what is there. So it is there in Sarala Vyakaranam.
45.
Yeah.
What is this 49, 45 you're saying, Shankari Bhagini? Soumya
That's the Tadvita number sections.
45.
So this is
Tadasya Asmin. This is Sarala Vyakaranam.
No. I mean, who is the Soumya Bhagini you're talking about?
That's a Samartha course, no? That's a Vichakshana paper 3 course she has taught. That course called Kaushalavardhanam.
Which is this the other teacher who is associated with this?
Dr. Soumya Krishna Purvi Vyoma.
Oh, I see. Okay, different. Okay, fine. Got it.
That is for Vichakshana. Now, most of the words that Shobha is asking will be there in Sarala Vyakaranam book itself. Okay. So we have still not gone to this Tadvita section at all. So here, Kripa Asya Asti iti Kripalu.
Oh, it is in
That's all you need to say.
section.
Tadasya Asmin Asti ityarthakaha. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, okay.
And
so I think Anugangam should also be here, huh?
The Sarvadhatuka, Ardhadhatuka, Lakara question that was previously asked. So what that is basically, we just have to say that there are 4 of them which are the Sarvadhatuka and the remaining are the Ardhadhatuka, right? Is that all they want, or they want an example with all the 10?
No, and they're also asking Udaharanam. If they ask Udaharanam, then you can just give one example of any Patati Patataha or something like that. You can just take it up and do it.
Okay. In all the 10, right?
You don't need to give all.
Because it says that Lakaranam Rupani Samagram Likatha.
Oh, okay. Samagram
Then you
Likatha
have
means
to
you have to.
And all 4 lakaras, one dhatu. We take one dhatu and write it in all 4 lakaras.
And write in all the.
That's it.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Dayate iti dayaluhu kridvritti. In kridvritti it is there in the book, Mahodi.
In for this, okay.
In first thing in kridvritti.
Number 1. Kartrikara.
Dayate iti dayalu. Okay.
What does that mean, Dayate?
Dayate na one who shows compassion.
No, but it looks like a Tinganta Padam, right? Dayate is a Tingantam?
One who pities others is a Dayalu.
Oh, so which means that he's taken daya and he made a namadhatu out of it, and then he's made dayate, I guess.
No,
It's
no,
not
why?
namadhatu, it's just a krit.
Why are you confusing so much? It's just a
No.
kartakaraka. Karoti iti kartavat. There is a dhatu called daya.
Oh, there is a dhatu called daya. I see.
Yes,
I see.
that's all.
Okay. That's what I was missing. Okay.
Yeah.
So which means to take pity on, which means to, I see. So dayate iti daya. But Kripalu won't work like that.
Damyata datta dayadhvam jayata.
Got it.
Huh?
Whereas,
Dakarasya trivaram tatra brahmana uktam. What did each one take? Devas took it in a different manner, Asuras took it in a different manner, and Manushyas took it as dayadhvam iti.
repeat the context. What is this context that you're talking?
So this is an Upanishad katha where Brahma says the to each. Devas come and says, give us some advice. Then they say the. He says the for Asura also. He says the for Devas also, the Manushyas also. So each one takes it as different. Damyata iti brahmana uktam. So damyata is
control yourself.
Control yourself, yes. Ama. Dayadhvam damyata datta. Datta is give charity for Manushyas. And then the dayadhvam is for Asuras. You show pity on others.
Oh, compassion and nice, very nice. Okay.
இது வந்து இந்த மைத்ரீம் பஜத்துல வரும். You know, அதுல வரும்.
மைத்ரீம் பஜத், correct. Dayadhvamna or I think I have seen it. Yes. மைத்ரீம் பஜத்.
Dayadhvam janata.
The word dayadhvam. Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Ilya? Sure.
This is not a question paper related or anything related to the course, but just general inquiry. That Kunchika Stotram, we have that Jwalaya, or like that Vipsa. What is that one?
Vipsa vandu, it can occur in many situations like Karunam or Krodham. Any excess of emotion. Namble solradhu illaya. When we are sitting down and the door is going to shut off in the wind, there is a huge wind that comes in and the door is going to close. We say, kadavu, door. Don't we use it, Vipsa? So it's an outburst of emotion every time. So and the Jwalaya solrache, it's like you're trying to get yourself involved and say it twice so that the emotion is seen there. And madri panna. இதெல்லாம் நிறைய ரெபிட்டிஷன் இருக்கும். When there is karunam, you repeat the same thing over and again. No, ajo nuttu and ha iti sarvatra vartate. So vipsa is natural when there is an excess of emotion.
So this is the walkthrough, Mahodi, of the question paper. This is the one, right? For this particular paper, the walkthrough that you're doing now.
Yeah. We've already munnadi pannitom. We can go through it just the rest also. I have done it once before.
Like a couple of weeks back.
No, romba naalukku munnadi nenikiren.
Not for our batch.
Our batch panliya.
Panliya? Ama. Correct. Okay. So this second part is for modalla. When I started Kuvalayanandam, I did this. I started Sarala Vyakaranam, I did this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in the first class itself, I analyzed the question paper once and I said, but we'll go over now that we have studied all this. Now this part is Parasmaipada, Atmanepada Pratyana, Vibrunuta, Karana, Karakam, Sodaharanam, Vibrunuta. These are all Krittaditam. This is Dhatu Chandrika. Okay. So these dhatus you need to know. Lut, ling, everything is there. Lit, vidhiling, lot, rit, all of the this thing is there. Whatever you can. Shannam rupani purayata. If you know everything, then fine. If you don't know, write whichever you know for sure. Like if you know vidhiling really well, then write it. Rit, then write that. It's okay. If you want to attempt one just for jagama, jagmatuhu, and write it. Lit at least onnavadhu therinjirukkanum. You need to know.
Okay, so the first one, the first point number right, where he says Parasmaipada, Atmanepada, Pratyayan, Vivrunata. Does he want us to just say Tiptas, Jisiptasta? What does he?
Yes, that's the one.
I just want to list the pratyayas, that's all.
Yeah. The pratyayas vivrunuta. Vivrunuta ityukte, you can say tip has G. These are the three pratyayas. Ete eva pratyayaha prathama purushe vidhiyante ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachane. Tadanantaram madhyama purusha pratyayastu evam atmanepadi parasmaipadi rupa. So you can do two side headings, say parasmaipada pratyayaha, and then give one paragraph about that, and then one heading. Clean underline panni, do all that so that it's visually nice, you know. And then karana karakam soda hरणम vibrunuta, this is there in sarla vyakaranam. We have karana karakam with the hetu karanam in the sadhya karanam adala irukilla. We had that in
big words.
You need to go over that and write. Kridanta tadhitanta vibhagam soda hरणम vibrunuta. There are some 50 examples, 50, 100, 200 examples. You don't need to go through all that. Just write the first section that you see. See in tadhita and kridantam.
Kridanta is only two categories. So we can explain it. Tadhita is like, we can just give some example like apatyartaka, bhavartaka.
Whichever you remember, you can give 3-4 examples depending on the number of pages you can fill. But write what is the explanation of it. Tesham hitaha, tadhitaha. That vivaranam you need to give initially. You know what it means. And then you can say subanta shabdebhyaha eteshu arteshu yada pratyayaha vidhiyante tada tadhitaha iti kathyante. Phalita shabdaha tu tadhitaha iti kathyante. Anna madri. You give that basic explanation and then go. Then nirdishta lakareshu shannam rupani. Take any 6 that you are very comfortable with and do that.
Got it.
This is the Sarla Vyakaranam. Again, it is Samasa. Maina, you have to look at the Samasa Prakaranam in this and go over Karmadharaya Tatpurusham according to Sarla Vyakaranam. You can get away with the Vichakshana, but still there are some differences between Vichakshana and Samartha levels. So try to go over those differences and remember. Okay? Because this is for 12 marks, you have to write in detail.
All
varieties,
variations, Visheshana, Purvapada, Visheshana, all that, right? Upamana.
There are some 10 or something like that, no? So all of those varieties, 9 varieties, give one udaharanam there.
What does it mean when he says Karmadhara Samasam Athava Tatpurusha Samasam Ka? What is it?
Ka
Hindi, I think Hindi mixed.
No, va.
Samasam
प्रायः वा इति भवेत् तत्र अथवा तत्पुरुषसमासं वा सोदाहरणं लिखित इति इदெல்லாம் நமக்கு தான் தெரியுமே Chittoor exam has so much of these mistakes, so it's okay. Typos.
Madhya, I corrected all those typos and sent you the question paper.
அப்படியா? When was this? Is it there?
I sent to all.
I don't know. You might have also deleted it, so I don't know.
Can you just put it in the shared folder, Bhagini? Like, that will be useful.
Yeah.
In the corrections that you made, you can just put it in the shared folder.
Google Drive,
Google Drive. Upload it to the drive.
They drive like corrected papers of reporting, and it will be useful for everyone down the line as well.
Now, this next section, you don't have a choice. Samasanam vigraha vakyani samasa nama cha likata. So you need to write kumbham karoti iti kumbhakaraha kridvrittihi or kumbhasya karaha. You can write both, saying karoti iti karaha, then kumbhasya karaha kumbhakaraha shashti. That way you can also split and write athava evamapi drashtum shakyate yatha kumbham karoti iti kumbhakaraha kridvrittihi. It is just for 2 marks. So
Kridvrittihi anna upapada tatpurusha nirjnama.
Upapada tatpurusha
Upapada samasaha.
Oh, that's all. Just write it as upapada samasaha. That's all.
Okay, fine.
And also it's a nitya samasaha because it has to be, you cannot do
Asvapada vigraha.
Those technicalities, if you remember, you write. Otherwise, it's okay. Don't worry too much about it. Not needed. You need to write whether it is karmadharya or avyayi bhava. That sort of a dvigu samasa, dvandva samasa. That needs to be there. Pitarau, matacha pitacha, pitarau. So it should be ekashesa. vritti.
Yeah.
And madri. So that kind of specification is expected. So 1 mark for the Vigraha Vakyam, 1 mark for the Samasa Nama. Yeah. Ekapadi Kuruta. This does not expect you to write the name of the Samasa. So happy Edadingo. Don't write.
That's why 1 mark.
Just 1 mark. Just write the final result. That's enough. Be very clear about it. Vivranata artham cha likata. Dautyam. This is dutasya bhavaha dautyam. So you vivranata iti chet, it's got, each one has only 1 mark. So vivranata is vigraha vakyam likhata. Vivaranam likhata.
So we don't have to write the actual pratyaya and all.
Pratyaya எழுத வேண்டாம். No sutras, no pratyayas. You write dutasya karma dautyam or dutasya bhavaha dautyam. Both are right. Karma and bhava both can come
correct,
for this.
Correct.
Okay. So dautyam. And then meaning. Meaning is dutasya karma ityeva. Yah kaschit rajanam prati sandesham harati sayeva. So sandesha harasya karyam. You can write the meaning in that way. Or whatever is the vigraha vakyam is the same thing.
Does Vivranata means we have to use that word in a sentence?
No. Vakyam likhatana potruva. Vakyam rachayatana podva. Etaihi padaihi vakyam rachayatana potada, you have to write a sentence. Otherwise, you don't need to write a sentence. For example, here kakam irukku. Kakasya samuha, kakanam samuhaha kakam. Bakanam samuhaha bakam. So that is a tadhita pratyaya. Tadhitanta padam idam. You write that line and then you give the vigraha vakyam, like you say bakanam samuhaha bakam, and you say if you don't need any other explanation is needed because the vigraha vakyam itself explains it.
So then I should say Dasharathasya apatyam puman Dasharati.
Tadhitanta padam idam. Ramaha.
Okay.
You adukku ezhudalame. You can write Ramaha for that. Masikam. This is a prachana word. You have two these things for this. Yeah. Mase bhavam masikam. Mase deyam rinam. Masikam. Both are there. So you can mention both, or if you remember just one, I think they will give 1 mark. That's fine. Okay. So with this, the 3rd section is over. 4th section is just Nibandham. Oh, Matrabhasha is there. Very good. If you want to write
one essay in Matrabhasha, 1 essay in Sanskrit.
Yeah. So the Sanskritam essay has 16 marks here. So be as detailed as possible and as correct in your Vyakaranam. Check it 2-3 times. Vyakarana Shuddhi Bhavitabhya. The next one is Matrabhashayam. You can write in English or Tamil. I think most of you have given English only. So you can write it in English. Or you can write that also in Sanskrit. Up to you. Okay? Yeah. I think we've covered most of it.